My wife demanded a 7-day role reversal experiment. Day 2 made her beg to end it. The intervention started at 11 p.m. on a Sunday. I was finishing payroll for my construction crew when she appeared in the doorway, phone in hand, eyes lit with that particular brand of conviction that comes from 3 hours of social media activism. I've been thinking about our division of labor, she announced. It's fundamentally unequal. I carry the entire mental load while you just, go to work. I glanced at the spreadsheet showing the $47,000 I'd personally fronted to cover payroll gaps this quarter. Unequal how? So here's what we're doing. 7 days of complete role reversal. You handle everything I do. I'll handle everything you do. I saw an opportunity. Full reversal, work responsibilities, financial decisions, everything, she confirmed. And we commit to all 7 days? No backing out? Absolutely. Then let's start tomorrow. Your first crew meeting is at 6 a.m. That night, I prepared her briefing. Active projects, client expectations, equipment schedules, and the personnel issue that needed resolution by end of week. Our lead electrician was threatening to walk over a pay dispute I'd been negotiating for 3 weeks. At 5:30 a.m., her alarm triggered. I watched her slap it silent and groan. You're late, I said gently. Marco expects the project manager on site first. By 6:15, she was gone. I started her typical morning routine. Unload the dishwasher, make coffee, check the calendar. By 7:30, I'd completed what she described as her exhausting morning preparation. I spent the next hour meal prepping for the week, fixing the closet door she'd mentioned 6 times, and researching the insurance discrepancy I'd been tracking. At 9:47, my phone rang. The concrete supplier says we never paid last month's invoice. They're refusing delivery for today's foundation pour. Did you check accounts payable? What's accounts payable? The system I set up for tracking vendor payments, the one I walked you through last night. Silence. I didn't realize I needed to memorize that. I memorize it because $8,000 in late fees is expensive ignorance. At 11:23, Marco says you promised him the finalized permits today, but I can't find any permits. That's because I've been negotiating with the city for 6 weeks. They're waiting for my call. Can you just call them? That defeats the purpose of our experiment. Her breathing changed. This isn't fair. You're setting me up to fail. I'm letting you experience what I manage daily. Would you like to end the experiment on day 1? She hung up. By evening, she dragged through the door at 7:45, coveralls filthy, and collapsed at the table. I placed dinner in front of her. Hand-seared salmon with roasted vegetables and homemade sourdough. She stared at the meal, then at the spotless kitchen. When did you have time to cook like this? I finished your daily tasks by 10 a.m. But I'm busy all day. With what? I asked. I mean that genuinely. She couldn't answer. Day 2 started worse. The real breaking point came at 2:17 p.m. I just cost you $12,000, she said flatly. The electrician walked off the job, said you'd been stringing him along, and he's done. My stomach dropped. 3 weeks of negotiation destroyed. What exactly did you say to him? He was complaining about money, so I told him we'd match whatever he wanted. You promised our most expensive contractor an unlimited rate increase without knowing our project margins. You said I had full authority. Part of that responsibility is understanding that the Henderson project has a 12% profit margin. You just gave away 8% of it to avoid a difficult conversation I'd been carefully managing. Silence. Then, I quit. Come get your projects back before I destroy everything. Our agreement was 7 days. I don't care about the agreement, she was nearly shouting. I can't do this. Every decision feels like drowning, and everyone keeps looking at me like I'm incompetent. So on day 2, you realize this job might be harder than you thought. It's impossible. Yet I do it every single day while you spent years suggesting anyone could do it with proper training. The line went quiet. Please, she finally whispered. Can we just end this? You were right. I was wrong. Day 2 isn't about proving I was right. It's about you understanding what you've been taking for granted. That evening, she came home in tears. Not the frustrated kind, the devastating recognition kind.